everybody. It's Mattie Cummins with Celebrations, and I just wanted to come on and chat with you for a few minutes about one of my favorite things and traditions for myself and my family every year. This is also something I really encourage my counseling and coaching clients to look at as well, and that is to find a theme word for the coming year that just sets the theme for the year of things that we want, of something that we want to see in our year. Here's a couple reasons why I love the theme word instead of resolutions. Resolutions just really kind of sets us up to fail. We have no idea what's going to be coming that next year. There could be all kinds of chaos that we weren't even expecting because that's what life brings. And so the theme word really provides a value point to say, what am I going to do for this year? What is my theme for this year? How am I going to really pour into where I want to be at the end of the year, and how does this word really help me get there? And so for me, my word for the year this year is grace. And part of what I really work on with people is helping them have grace for themselves. And grace is really this concept that it's okay. Sometimes we make mistakes. Sometimes we fail. Sometimes we do stuff that we wish we hadn't done. And it's okay because that was the capacity we had for that day. So let me give you an example of this grace statement. For those of you that have been around me for a while, you know that I like to talk about just my own anxiety and how it's affected my kid. And there have been times when my voice is very forceful when I talk to him in ways that I wish it wouldn't. And that's okay. That's okay, because some days I'm really frustrated, and some days it's not even about him, and some days I'm mad at myself. But it's okay that there are times that I don't speak to him in a way that I really want to, and that's the grace I give myself. So what I do is go back later and say, hey, dude, I'm sorry, like I was just really in a bad space. That's giving grace to myself, and it's teaching him to have grace for me too, that I get to tell him that I made a mistake and that this wasn't the way, I didn't handle it the way that I had hoped to. This grace is really about it defining that our mistakes don't define us, but they serve a purpose. And that statement is from Brene Brown, who's one of my favorite authors. And she talks about how grace is really this point where we look at our mistakes and go, okay, well, that was the capacity I had that day. And that's the grace that we need to give ourselves. And here's the interesting thing is we give that grace to other people all the time. So when I think about and talk to my clients about some of the things we say to ourselves when we make mistakes and the things we've done in our lives that we don't want anybody else to know about because they just feel so shameful. If a friend of ours or one of our family members told us that same information, we would have so much grace for them. We would say things like, oh my gosh, that must have been a really hard time. Don't let that define you. We all make mistakes, but instead to ourselves, we say these horrible things like you should have known better. That was really stupid. Why would you do that? I mean, we just say horrible things to ourselves. And so part of this grace concept is that we give self-grace. We give that grace to ourselves, just like we would give to other people. So I would love, love, love to hear your theme word for the year. So just stick it down in the bottom. Tell me what your theme word is. Have a group of friends that you think, oh my gosh, we all need to be doing this together. Share this video with them. Start this theme word concept and this trend, because I just feel like it is such a good thing for me and my family. We all choose a theme word for the year that we're going to focus on, and it's just been a really great way to have a kind of a value-based, here's what our year is going to look like, with the understanding that sometimes things happen and we don't know what's coming. But even through all of those things, we want to have that, for me, that grace for myself that life gets hard and I can make it through. So let me know what that word is, and I'll look forward to reading and responding and seeing what your words are and what kind of creative things you come up with. So if you have any questions, message me and be happy to have a conversation, and we'll talk to you guys later. Thanks. Bye.